Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, cosmic sovereign spirit guides of the clear path of light. Happy powerful new moon in Gemini. Today on the Mayan calendar we enter the galactic signature of Keen 12, yellow crystal human, and moon 12, the rabbit crystal moon of cooperation, and is another magic turtle day where we become the dream walkers and weavers of the new time of timelessness. We also have a powerful trinity portal of the 333 today. With these powerful new moon energies flowing in, we had a massive sustained beam of white light appearing on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 42 Hz, 43, 45, and a big blast of light at 50 Hz, fifth dimensional gamma plasma waves flowing in. Stay fully awake, present, and aware in this now moment as you hold the tone. Keep the light, hold the line as we rise in the honor and glory of our multidimensional luminous golden spheres of influence. We are empowering and inspiring all of our tribe to live from the heart, being connected to all things in all timelines, dimensions, and realms for the betterment and enhancement of all life. All sentient beings of the pure way are uplifted and exalted in the signs of the new heaven upon the new earth. Feel your heart being filled with bliss, full of joy, peace, and happiness. Together with Gaia and all beings of light, we arise in the ascension spiral to the holiest of holies, the sacred temple within and without. The internal mirror the external mirror the internal. Everything we manifest on earth as it is in heaven. This is why it is so important to keep the faith, hold the visions of the new Jerusalem, to guide the light, to co-create the world we wish to experience in service to all. All that no longer serves the collective humanity and Mother Earth is falling away. It is dissolving and being resolved in the unborn mind of Buddha, our eternal sacred self, the God, Goddess head, infinite source creator, the great mystery. I am one with my Mother, Father, God. Separation only exists within the simulation. It is our beliefs that create our reality. Change what you truly believe and your world changes in the blink of an eye. All experiential reality is a mindset. We are all master manifestors. The problem is much of the time we manifest what we do not want. We understand or come to know what we are by experiencing what we are not. It is the eye trying to look into itself. We need a mirror for that. We are each other's mirrors. The mind is the great mirror reflecting everything perfectly. Intrinsically empty and pure, form the first moment in time. Always remember that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas, but this pure awareness is converted into the three hells, merely by false projections and interference patterns, meaning the little mind of the false lower self gets in the way of the higher mind. As we come into the realization of our true nature of Christ consciousness, Buddha nature, cosmic awareness, we know that we could never truly be separate from Source. We can only simulate the concept of duality and separation. It is time to live in both worlds simultaneously, the one in the many and the many in the one. We maintain our individual consciousness while living in the oneness of unity consciousness. We let go of judgments and limiting belief patterns as we step into our divine sovereignty and free ourselves in the exodus of the fake dream into that which is real, the love of the Great Spirit, Wakantanka. Come into the gnosis that only love is real, everything else is an illusion. The acceleration of the evolution of consciousness is in full swing into the next level and phase of the Great Awakening process. We now have the possibility to live consciously from our indestructible diamond mind of the awakened one, to transmit our galactic resonance as universal citizens of the new golden age of eternal bliss consciousness. This is accessible to all. Aho and Amen. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today, again from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 17 degrees, 1 minute Gemini. The sun is at 9 degrees, 42 minutes Gemini. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 10 degrees Gemini. Aeroplane, performing a nosedive. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 18 degrees Gemini. Two Chinese men talking Chinese in a Western crowd. From AstrologyWeekly.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Sriman Narayana. Remember, you are the one who is after freedom, and you are the one, the only one who is running away from it, fighting against it. I am intensity, the power of silence, stillness. I abide in myself. Whatever makes you move away from the center, that is the sound of distraction. Stay there in the I source. Let your personal world crumble. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Morachetti. Downloading light codes 24/7, head under pressure, burning and aching, stiff neck, vortex in the nape, mood swings, releasing densities to speak our truth. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute. We have graduated, and we are now on our way to becoming an ascended planet. We can now receive a fast track to a higher consciousness on Earth because that is our desire and our intent. With divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. There is so much divine love pouring into all the souls on Earth and within and upon the Earth. The power of love is lifting us ever higher while we are transfiguring into the new light bodies in the new Earth. The ascension and transfiguration process is accelerating enormously as all falls away which is still of the old you and the old Earth. You will hardly recognize yourself and feel yourself operating now in much higher vibrational energy fields where density cannot exist any longer. We are being totally recreated. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Francois Sarrazin. The total appearance of light will sign a total disappearance of ephemeral structures. Far from what is usually experienced, radical discontinuity with this reality, something to seriously consider as we enter the final phase of this process we are engaged in. In the meantime, peace, love, and sweet serenity to all the angels presently incarnate. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ra James. We are in a Memorial Day meteor shower. May 30th through the 31st, we are in the Tau Herculids meteor storm. We can expect 1,000 shooting stars per hour overnight Monday as the Earth passes through the debris from Comet 73P. Swashman, Watchman 3, 37 into the 73, Heaven on Earth. We can expect fireballs, solar flares, shooting stars, and a meteor storm with tonight's Gemini new moon. That's quite the mix of cosmic energies we have been feeling and integrating lately. Today's Gemini new moon is bringing new energies and a chance to get back on track. Eclipse season has shown us the major blocks. These energies are to help in moving past and healing what's coming up. For some, that may have been a major release. It's so important that we are clearing any negativity from our system right now. Things are materializing fast within these energies, so make sure you're staying positive right now. With today's energy, it's a good time to daydream about what you want. Shooting stars are always adding magic to the energies. It's an amazing sign. It's meant to bring a change in luck. Stars also foretell our future. They bring us divine guidance. That means they help us through big changes. Expect a burst of positive energies. There is magic in the air. That makes this new moon powerful in shifting us towards the next chapter. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. The Gemini new moon is bringing lighter energy our way. It will not be as hard on us as the last few new moons, but it is still bringing new beginnings energy to us. It will be quite a welcome energy after the collective purge we were going through since the start of the eclipse cycle. We are ending an important collective chapter and helping to raise the vibration of the planet. The Gemini new moon is all about turning the page with the intention of devoting more time to self-love and divine love, loving yourself more without the feeling of guilt, and loving others more at the same time. Without conditions or separation, we are all one. We were all created by the same Creator. We are all magical and full of love, even though it seems like some have forgotten it. The ones that are aware of it are holding space for the others and helping them grow. Use the playful Gemini energy to explore, see things from a different perspective, learn and experience divine love. All the answers are within. You just need to open to see, feel, recognize them. Although the energy will be more subtle and easy for us, we are used to with other full or new moons, but a lot will come up anyway, and it might trigger you big time if there is still something you need to pay attention to. Self-love, self-worth, setting boundaries, figuring out what is yours and what is from someone else, and you are feeling it within your energy. It might surprise you and kick you off balance, but dealing with it will be really good for you, and it will bring you so much further. This new moon will be amazing for us to reconnect with ourselves and others in a playful, explorative way. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Our sacred diamond rose hearts hold the key. We are releasing all our pain, hurt, sorrow, grief, anger, fear, all our wounds and traumas that were held deep within our cells, DNA, and hearts. As the fallen realities and timelines and their memories are all being fully cleared collectively now. All is and has to arise to be healed, and the lessons truly understood. Our diamond hearts hold the wisdom that unlocks all, allowing for the deep releases and healings, is what opens up our sacred crystal hearts, azure points, permanent and cosmic seed atom, which is what is essential for our ascension. It is our build and stargate to the higher dimensional realities, and what allows for monadic merging and integration, for our higher identities to unify as one. An open, healed heart is the key to our remembering, where we have kept our sacred secrets throughout the eons, safely kept and hidden, and which only true divine love may open again, unlocking the wisdom held there from deep within. As Rumi said, you have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. Because as our heart becomes clearer and clearer, the traumatic memories of our experiences across time and space come up for their final release and alchemization. Our reflections and projections within the mirrors we see all around us become clearer and clearer, as our diamond heart and mind unify as one and become the perfectly pure prism that reflects the higher dimensional consciousness realities again. As we remember again and awaken from the slumber of forgetfulness, our crystal hearts now ready to fully heal and open again. They ignite the crystalline diamond structures throughout the grids and within, returning our ancient future history and all of our sacred secrets and wisdom held deep within, birthing all new realities based in divine love, unity, peace, joy, harmony, balance, prosperity, and freedom. All becomes a divine reflection and projection of the One again. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code. The season of intense purification that uprooted suppressed emotions has come to an end. It was necessary to release the mindset that was attached to life looking a certain way to not feel triggered. However, that was in the way of listening to your intuition and following your heart. Today's Gemini new moon has sprouted a new cycle that has meaning, direction, and purpose. It is becoming easier to know what you want and how to get it. The revelations are revealing themselves through your consciousness and psychic sight. As this unfolds, be sure to protect yourself from being purposely poked by other people. It's important that you courageously trust yourself until your confidence and clear knowing is fully restored. The most important thing right now is to not go backwards into the old ways and behaviors that are collapsing around you. Move forward with the destined positive changes. Support yourself by making better decisions, one day at a time, as you reset. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you. Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Angel of the Light, Angel activated. New Moon 9 degrees Gemini, May 30th, 2022 at 7:30 a.m. EST. Another code of the 73 and to the 37 heaven on earth. This is a special new moon. This new moon will conjunct Aldebaran, which is one of the most fortunate, brightest fixed stars in the solar system. Aldebaran is 10 degrees Gemini, the star of wealth and luck. It is one of the 4 royal stars, also known as the Watcher and the Guardian of the East. Fixed star Aldebaran sits in the constellation of Taurus at the right eye of the bull. Taurus is considered to be of royalty and divine power. Aldebaran is of social recognition, fame, intelligence, eloquence, honor, advancement, just to name a few. If your sun, moon, and or rising conjuncts Aldebaran, it is said this is your guided star. The eye of the bull is a spiritual third eye. What makes this new moon special? New moons in Gemini that conjuncts Aldebaran are not common. The last one occurred May 28th, 2014. There will be a new moon in Gemini 3 degrees on May 24th, 2028. Aldebaran is 10 degrees Gemini, and this orb is too wide for it to be of a huge significance. The next one, which will be an epic one, will occur June 1st, 2030. This will be a new moon solar eclipse, 10 degrees Gemini, which will make an exact conjunction to Aldebaran. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Megan Lynn. Powerful new moon in Gemini conjunct royal star Aldebaran at 9 degrees. Ruler of new moon, Mercury station direct conjunct fixed star Algol. The Medusa star at 26 degrees Taurus. Saturn stationing retrograde at 25 degrees Aquarius, T-square Mercury, and the point of the last lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Mars conjunct Jupiter in Aries. You know the outgoing eclipses were wild when you need an archangel to clear out the energy. This new moon in Gemini is conjunct Aldebaran, sacred star of Michael. The ruler of this moon, Mercury, is in the process of stopping on Algol, the Medusa star, which was highly activated during the eclipse cycle. New moons are times of new beginnings, and Mercury retrograde periods are times of integrating and processing information after getting too far ahead of ourselves. We are forced to slow down and listen to what has become loud and clear among the chaos. Let's be honest, the intensity of those eclipses is not for the faint of heart to process, but we must in the name of the new way forward. With Saturn stationing, we're about to begin reaping season. So what have we been sowing? Seeds of victimization, liberation, fresh starts and radical new paths unfolding, or same shift, different day? How are we playing the cards that we have been dealt, that which we cannot control? How do we straddle the divide between dark and light, and where do we find ourselves most often? Furthermore, will we allow life to happen to us or through us? Medusa's medicine reminds us that we can claim our power in the most unlikely of places. We can decide our fate. We can claim our power on our own terms rather than succumb to labels imposed on us by others who are trying to define what is not theirs to define. We can choose what becomes of us. We can start over here and now. We can integrate the shadow with our light. We need not deny either facet of our being. We need not play small nor worry about space we take up. We can claim our power. We can be open and curious as we meet life unfolding. Happy new moon, may we all find the answers that we seek. May we all stay in the light. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Debbie Edwards. Through the lunar gate of the new moon in Gemini, May 30th, 2022, with the sun and new moon conjunct and aligned in the sign of Gemini, May 30th, 2022, we are invited to look inward, explore the deeper reflections we cast onto the world, and understand the duality within ourselves. Light becomes inverted, and shadows emerge from the depths of our subconsciousness. We are invited and entranced to open a door that leads us beyond what we have known of our inner core selves up until now. We need introspection. We have been seeking answers, and the time has come to learn what they are. In order to do so, we must first be willing to ask the right questions and be ready to decode what is given to us. Not all answers come as simple explanations. Some answers have to be arrived at by deduction, by filtering through the soup of ideas, perceptions, information, and projections to form a conclusion. Gemini energy speaks to us of duality. It is the sign of the twins, an air sign, that brings us deeper into a thinking space where we can analyze and assess what's going on. Up until this point, there's been a lot of confusion swirling in the cosmos, but we will get an opportunity for organization during this new moon because we will be bookended by a lot of Aries and Taurus energy. We will feel invigorated to explore, yet grounded to contemplate. And this is a good omen for those who need to know more about what's coming ahead. The sun and moon will dance together in light and shadow, and between them a gateway will become unlocked to us. The new moon in Gemini is the first lunation out of the eclipse season window. Her energies are unobstructed to a point in which we can experience her influences directly without interruption or distraction. Through the void, we get to see the light on the other side, calling to us to keep going. Our journey forward has at times felt like a backwards momentum, and this isn't just because of retrogrades, eclipses, or challenges from the cosmos. As a collective, we have all been traveling for quite some time on a soul level to find our way back to center, to a gravity that feels familiar. It appears as though the world we once knew is no longer recognizable, and we have been faced with an energetic shrinkage, in which we have to go inward more and more to find stability. This has been a process of deconstruction. We have to deconstruct old ways of doing things to make way for elevated change. We get to hold our position between chaos and silence and observe ourselves attaining balance. This speaks to us like the temperance card in the tarot. We get to weigh options, find resolution within contradictions, and exercise purposeful action. Curiosity is coming instead of fear rippling through the ethers. We are greeted by waves of an awareness that encourages us to dig deep, to learn more, to understand better, and solve some of the mysteries we put away for a rainy day. Not since we were children did we entertain as many what-if think tank sessions. Paradoxically, while some aspects of the life we built for ourselves crumble away, we are left with a new space to create and build again. And this gives us an optimistic approach. Unlike before, however, we know ourselves better. We recognize our triggers, patterns, and toxicity. We know what to do to apply logical problem solving to live healthier lives. We are no stranger to loss. We have been at this bridge before, and because of that we are granted passage into the unknown to explore further. We had to reach that point of growth to handle what we are about to learn. With the new moon in Gemini, we can expect disclosure of long-kept secrets, even government secrets like we've seen with aliens and UFO documentation lately. We can expect to better transcribe and interpret messages from our loved ones who have died and our guides in spirit who have been trying to reach out for some time now using cryptic codes. Telepathic thought streams will have less static or confusion. We'll have better clarity to decipher what is in front of us, and the process of simplifying something we may have inadvertently complicated will move a bit smoother. Experience has taught us a lot and is a useful guide where we are going. For some, the journey leads back in time, perhaps even to past lives, so that new perspectives can be gleaned from fragmented memories. For others, the journey leads forward to future times, where convergence points and choice points offer options of what particular timelines we wish to latch onto. Time changes in a space like this, and for some people, the days, weeks, and even years may shift and blend out of proportion with where they once held anchor in our linear memory recall of events. Once known, it cannot be unknown, only forgotten. Once seen, it cannot be unseen, only distorted in memory. When we peel back the layers and go within, we get to remember fully again, and that goes for all of the spiritual and psychic skills we have learned over the millennia in all of our lifetimes past. Beyond that, we get to travel into the future to see where we are going, what we'll choose to do, and where to do it, so we can change course if necessary and undo it before it happens. Sometimes we must veer off course to keep going. We get to emerge from our cocoons both as the butterfly and lunar moth. It is time to take flight onto the path of initiation, to formally recognize our journey into conscious evolution. From MetaVisionaries.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. New moon in Gemini. We return to the start of a new lunar cycle, seeding intentions centered around the dissemination of information, how we think, how we communicate. The new moon square to Juno in Pisces whispers of spiritual commitments, holy contracts made deep in the past. But now we're divided, uncertain, uninformed, missing the facts. Feelings say one thing, thoughts another. As Mercury, the ruler of this new nation, is still retrograde and square to Saturn, there are delays to decisions and beginnings until the last week of June. You have time to think, time to talk, time to reconsider. Be willing to explore difficult material, learn hard lessons, have hard conversations. Challenge negative thinking, naysayers, and limited perspectives. Be open to answers that defy rationale, yet feel right deep in your bones. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Calendar Truth, NS 1.34.12.1.12, Keen 12, Yellow Crystal Human. Welcome to month Moon 12 of Cooperation, May 30th through June 26, 2022. Today we begin Moon 12 in the current 13 moon calendar year, year of the electric seed year of yes. Today we also entered the new moon in Gemini astrologically, which also presents us with an energetic of new beginnings and greater balance and equilibrium. In natural time, today is regarded as a magic turtle day. This occurs when the tone of the day is the same as the tone of the current month. Moon. Today is Keen 12, Yellow Crystal Human, and today we enter Moon 12, the Crystal Moon. Yesterday, Moon 11, Day 28, was also a magic turtle day. Being that it was Keen 11, Blue Spectral Monkey, the galactic signature of Jose Arguelles, and Moon 11, the Spectral Moon on Day 28. These auspicious magic turtle days, such as yesterday and today, serve as powerful portals 11:11 and 12:12 to higher awareness and increased synchronicity. And from 13 moon peace time, key 1111, number 441 is located at 1111, the center of the cube matrix. It is the mystic gate that creates a central channel opening connecting directly from the crown chakra to the earth core, activating the seventh mental sphere, Holomind Perceiver. 260 keys to Synchronotron, a guide to the new mind for people of the future. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 12, Yellow Crystal Human. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are dedication, cooperation, and universalize. The 12th day is so near the end of the wave spell that there is not much you can do now to aid your mission along. The best thing to do now is to talk to others and share your experiences. Cooperation is a key factor to understanding the 12th day. Instead of trying to make sense of all this by yourself, learn from others, as this is the best way to gain a deeper understanding of the calendar. Today is Yellow Human, and the key elements for the sign are influence, wisdom, and free will. The yellow human is a sensitive soul who doesn't easily communicate, but who is on the receiving end of much wisdom intuitively. They must be aware that their cup can runneth over sometimes, so it's good to share this wisdom and offload some of it. However, they have free will, and no one can tell a yellow human what to do. If you are a human, today you will be in your element. For the rest of us, we can tune in and receive wisdom too, and also we have free will to do this with wisdom, what we like. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, Yellow Crystal Human, 12 Abe, Keen 12, 30th of May 2022, 333 Portal, Crystalline Connections, 30-5-2022 equal 356 equal 311 equal 32 equal 5. Day codes 30, Retrospection, Retreat, 3, Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity, 5, Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, Movement. Month year codes 5, Freedom, Liberation, Change, 6, Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility, 11, Illumination, Portal, Gate, Polarity, 2, Twins, Cooperation, Partner, Duality, 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision, 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder, Keen 12, equal 3, Holy Trinity, Spirit Code for building our new foundation of peace and harmony. A beautiful divine and heavenly day aligning with divine will. Day 12 already of our journey with our red mother dragon wave spell, where we are incubating in the womb of creation. We are being guided to focus on nurturance and compassion for ourselves and others and our planet, realizing the importance of self-love and the giving and receiving of unconditional love in order to grow and flourish and be born anew. Today we are universalizing our divine wisdom and connecting with our kin to influence the way we communicate and cooperate in a more loving and compassionate manner. Pure crystalline connections through our worldwide web. Day 12 is a day to take stock of your intentions, motivations, and influence, filled with an abundance of yellow, golden energy from the combined energies of yellow human and yellow seed. It is a day of gentle empowerment and cooperation. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The veil of illusion and false deception of the old matrix has finally been dissolved through the space and freedom engendered by yesterday's spectral phase of disillusion and release. New partnerships emerge. Energy comes together and crystal beings form. Stories must be shared of the wondrous and brave adventures we have been on. The crystal energy is brilliant for gaining crystal clear clarity and guidance for your next steps forward. Communication and networking flows, information from spirit in all realms flow, freely accessible by all the new crystal beings connected to Gaia's crystalline communication grid. Day by day we are getting closer to permanently linking telepathically to this universal grid and each other. The crystal devas are very excited and anxiously awaiting to be of service. Ditch your smartphones and 5G and tune into the new kid on the global block, 5D. The channels have commenced broadcasting, transmission is on. This is the new Ethernet. GGG, Galactic Global Grid. Free subscription includes unlimited Akashic record downloads, no freezing, crashing, or dropouts. Galactic light speed assured. Get ready for Galactic Google. Life will never be the same again. Radiate your inner light as you telepathically connect with our planetary kin through the universal crystalline grid of creation. Send forth the spark of inspiration that will allow others to see in the dark, guiding them back home to the loving embrace of infinite source. Come fill your golden holy grail with the golden light nectar from the gods until your cup runneth over. This is the holy sacrament. Amen. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God of hosts. Today's question is, how can I share divine wisdom through compassion and acts of loving kindness? Am I positively influencing others to follow my lead and co-create a better and more caring world for future generations? Divine blessings for connecting to the universal Sophia Christos grid of loving kindness. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 12, Yellow Crystal Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to influence, universalizing wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of flowering. And now we complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer to the 7 sacred flames, healing through the resurrection flame. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, I call to beloved Jesus, beloved Mother Mary, and Archangel Raphael, angels of the healing ray, and all ascended beings serving the ray of healing. I ask that you direct your resurrecting flame of healing hourly through my mind and feelings, through every organ, gland, and areas in my body manifesting imbalances. I ask for the power of your healing light and the fires of the resurrection flame to keep my body in perfect health at all times, to be a fit instrument of God on earth, in the service of my monad and the ascended masters. I ask this for myself and for every man, woman, and child on this planet. Let the flame of resurrection restore my original blueprint of divine perfection. And so it is, beloved, I am. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light, and thank all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. Have a most beautiful and blessed new moon in Gemini, and a wonderful week ahead. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.